I think a lot of people tend to think there's a trade-off. If people are going social and more digital, they're doing less with interpersonal. And I found that the really great communicators, on the other hand, do both. And good social enhances good interpersonal and vice versa.
You know, I think it's interesting when you look at a tweet, it's 140 characters. So you really have to think about, you know, what are you going to say and how are you going to really craft that message. So if you think about some of these key skills that you need to be really successful in this productive collaboration area and sharing, what are some of those top skills that you see today?
Well, I think fundamentally you've still got to have great interpersonal skills, and you've got to have the good speaking or oral skills and the good writing skills. That's kind of the foundation. But how you use those with the new channels, I think, is the key. And increasingly you see that those are merging. So a lot of the social platforms include the video and the text, and the ability to bring that all together and think about your audience is kind of evolving.
Yeah, you know, I think it's fascinating that video is so taken over everything that we see out there today, right? So not only do you have to do 140 characters, you have to be good at video as well.
Yeah, there's no hiding. No
hiding today, that's right. So I know today at Connect 2014, we announced the new Social Business Symposium. First of all, thank you so much for joining that at USC, University of Southern Cal. Tell me why you decided to join it and the value that you see it bringing to both your college and the students that are there.
Well, we're really excited to partner with IBM on the symposium. Our Marshall School of Business has a real commitment to communication skills as a foundation for our business students, and it's always been that way historically. And we really see these new social tools as an opportunity for our students in their careers. And so the Social Business Symposium for us represents an opportunity to have our students a little bit ahead of the rest if they can gain some of these skills on the new social platforms. With the Social Business Symposium, we're using a lot of the IBM developed material for our students. It gives our students the ability to hear people who are using these tools effectively in a lot of different ways currently. A lot of our projects are built around IBM clients, so we're having students interact with people.
I really love that, don't you? Where the students can work with real clients who are doing this.
Absolutely, and the students love it.
Yeah?
And it's also, they can see that it has an impact on their careers. The last time we ran through this with some of the IBM clients, some of our students were able to showcase that with their potential employers, and a few got jobs and felt like that was a big part of their ability to do so.
Oh, interesting. Now, if you think about those skills that you just talked about and partnering up with IBM and with clients, what role do you see technology playing in this new world of communication? Do you think it's really playing a strong role changing communication skills, or do you think communication skills have been the same for a long time and they won't continue to be the same?
Well, I think it accentuates the need for good communication skills. You know, earlier we joked about not being able to hide.
Yes.
I mean, it was really true in the past. Some people could hide in their office and do a lot of things by email or written form, and that's certainly not the case now. So people have to be able to, they're showcased at all times with all kinds of these social tools. So I would say the communication skills are more necessary than ever.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I would say it's both an attitude and a set of skills. I would say the technology skills are the second piece. And the first piece is this ability to have a networking mentality, a contributor's mentality, and a real desire to bridge various parties with mutual interests. And the tools give you those opportunities if you're a natural networker.
So if you think about, I mean, you just said this networked mentality. Do you mind me just asking you to dwell down a little on that? Because I think that's really fascinating.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. You know, traditionally we've taught communication really in terms of a one-to-one or a group-to-group mentality, where now you really have a networked model where it's many-to-many, and it's not, the boundaries are not as necessarily as clear. I mean, there's all kinds of opportunity to find people across your organization or partners that you didn't have the opportunity to find as easily in the past.
Very cool. Okay, last question.
Yeah.
Future trends. So we've got a lot of next gens on the line. We got entrepreneurs. What trends do you see in this next generation of leaders in adopting this social mindset in communications?
Yeah, I don't know that they really have to adopt the social mindset. They kind of have it by nature. They're really community oriented. They're really group oriented. And it really plays to their strengths. A lot of the younger people are not aware that some of the tools that they use in their social lives can apply to their professional lives as well. So I really see the ability to help them translate those natural inclinations into a professional social environment is really the key.
So at lunch today, one more question.
Yeah.
At lunch today we talked about clout becoming like an SAT score today, right? Where SAT score is one element of being accepted in college, but clout or your social influence being something that will be used in the future as one element of being hired. Agree or disagree?
I would say that's certainly the case, especially for our marketing students, and I'd be curious to see how that extends into other business functions as well, but yes, I think that's the case.